The old hospital on College Hill, Williamson, WV. The history, named after Wallace J. Williamson, the son of Benjamin Williamson, who once owned all the land that is now known as the city of Williamson. The old hospital on College Hill opened March 3, 1928, after a fire destroyed the original structure downtown in the winter of 1926. This 50-bed state-of-the-art facility served as a hospital for 60 years. The hospital was built with funds from selling bonds to the business owners of Williamson, which were all paid off by 1939. Most locals can recall taking the long winding walk around the side of the building to the basement area where the emergency room, radiology department, cafeteria, and lab were located. The ICU was located on the first floor, obstetrics on the second floor, medical and surgical rooms on the third floor, and a pharmacy was located on the fourth floor. Changes took place, though, and the emergency room was later moved to the first floor, street level. In 1979, the facility was sold to Hospital Management's Association, Inc., where the hospital remained in use until 1988. Then, a new, more modern facility was constructed just up the street. The old hospital was renovated and utilized as physicians' offices over the next 26 years, and since 2014 the building had been used for storage. In 2018 and 2019, Williamson Memorial Hospital partnered with the Tug Valley Area CVB to host paranormal tours through the building during the Halloween season. Almost every tour sold out as thousands came to Williamson with interest to see this mysterious structure on College Hill. Notably, in 2019, actor Tony Moran, who played the original Michael Myers in John Carpenter's 1978 film Halloween, made an appearance at the old hospital on College Hill to meet fans at the conclusion of their tours. In late 2020, the facility was purchased by a private investor who plans to open its doors to the public year-round. In 2021, the facility reopened to the public as a host to both paranormal and historic tour opportunities. Third floor, the ghost of Mose Blackburn. The most well-known story is that of Mose Blackburn, who is said to haunt the third floor. In 1962, Blackburn murdered a police officer and was taken to Williamson Memorial Hospital for his own gunshot wound. While awaiting trial, he reportedly jumped from a third-story window in a suicide attempt, though some speculate he was thrown out by other officers. Though he didn't die instantly, he succumbed to his injuries 2 weeks later. Witnesses have reported seeing a shadow figure of a man in the third-story window, experiencing cold breezes, and getting intelligent responses during paranormal investigations. Fourth floor, the Phantom Nurse. Another well-known spirit is believed to be a nurse who is still completing her rounds on the fourth floor. According to the legend, she died in a car accident on her way to work and was brought to the very hospital where she worked. A construction worker once reported seeing her, and he refused to work on that floor again. Visitors have reported seeing her spectral form going about her duties. Other paranormal activity. Beyond the specific ghost stories, visitors and paranormal investigators have documented many other unexplained events. Disembodied voices. A disembodied voice saying hi has been recorded during investigations. Inexplicable phenomena. Some have witnessed caution tape fluttering without airflow and automatic cat balls lighting up in empty rooms. Electrical problems. An air conditioning unit reportedly activated itself without anyone touching the controls. Active overnight investigations. Many overnight visitors have reported significant activity, especially in the basement. Amputations. Since it was the only medical facility in the region's mining territory, the hospital handled many gruesome mining accidents. The numerous amputations required the installation of additional incinerators in the basement to burn the amputated limbs. This history of suffering adds to the hospital's haunted reputation. People outside the building whom live around downtown Williamson often report lights coming on and off, people staring out the windows, shadow figures, and smoke out the top of the building. Numerous times, the Williamson Police Department has responded to calls of folks inside the building, only to find alentry points secured. A paranormal investigator captured audio of someone saying, "Help me," in the hallway of the basement in 2018. In July of 1962, a gunman who had murdered a Williamson police officer leaped from a second-floor window, possibly attempting to commit suicide, but didn't die in the fall. Weeks later, however, he passed away from injuries sustained. Various newspaper headlines are available that factually confirm this. Some folks have indicated seeing a figure in this specific room looking out at nighttime. A popular strange story from the hospital's history is that Dr. Sultan had a horse that had become ill and required surgery. He was close to this particular creature and brought it to the hospital, where he walked it in onto the elevator and transported it to one of the operating rooms on an upper floor. Staff reported hearing the clacking noises of the hooves on the third floor and were completely surprised to hear that a horse was in fact on the fourth floor.